what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. Today, guys, we are going to show off and unbox a really cool addition from Arrow Video. So cool, in fact, that I had to double dip on a movie that I already had in 4K. I know it's ridiculous, but I had to get it because the box set was beautiful. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, The Saw is family. Now, of course, I've also got the Vinegar Syndrome 4K as well. I love this movie, guys. I'm not going to sit here and go on and on about the film because I've already reviewed it. I have a review up on the channel, so go check that out if you want to see my thoughts on the film. But I go back and forth. On which one I like more, this one or the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I do kind of love them both. But this one is just so like batshit and zany and just so much fun. It's so incredibly fun. It's like the Saturday morning cartoon version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is so like gritty and nasty and disgusting and disturbing. And this one just really like changed the tone. And it's even more impressive because the sequel came out 12 years after the original, and it's also directed by this same person, Tobe Hooper. So Tobe Hooper directed both the first one and the second one, and the tones like could not be any more different. It's really kind of similar to Joe Dante in the original Gremlins and then Gremlins 2. In my opinion. But yeah, I love this movie, guys. I just had to get it. I saw look, I see Arrow Video drop a box set of a movie that I love. I'm buying it. I don't care if I already have it on 4K. Same with Silence of the Lambs. You know, Kino Lorber put out the 4K. Criterion had a really awesome edition. I have both of those. But Arrow Video drops an edition of it, then I'm getting it. Now, there is some, I don't know if I should say controversy. I guess I can say controversy. There's people that this won't play for. That was not the case with me. This one actually did play on my player. Now, I'm thinking it might be a Panasonic player issue. I've got a Sony. I've actually got it linked down below, my exact player that I have. I didn't have any issues, so I was able to play this. I was able to watch this 4K just fine. All the special features on the Blu-ray disc, just fine. I had no issues, so I'm not getting into any of the issues with this. I don't know if Arrow Video is going to do like some kind of a disc replacement program. If yours is messed up, mine was not messed up. I was able to watch this just fine, so I can't really speak to the issues that some other people are out there talking about. So I did want to kind of just clear that up and get that out of the way. But we are going to compare editions a little bit, and then I'm going to unbox this as well, show you the contents of the package. I've had this for like a week or so, but I wanted to actually get a chance to watch it and sit down and really give some thoughts and be able to compare the two editions as far as visual quality as well, because there are differences there. Even though it's the same 4K restoration that Vinegar Syndrome did, Arrow Video added some Dolby Vision. So yeah, we're just going to compare the two editions, and I'm going to let you guys know, like, if you've already got the movie on 4K from Vinegar Syndrome, like, do you need this edition? Is this something that you need to get to upgrade this edition? Is it a significant enough upgrade? Just what's the differences? That's what we're going to talk about, guys. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We talk about all things physical media here on this channel. Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. If you like that kind of stuff, that kind of content, hit the subscribe button. Also, let me know your thoughts about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 on 4K. I can't be alone. Does anybody out there like this more than the original? And I'm not really saying that I do like it more than the original. It's really hard. Like, if I watch the original, like, I'll really get into it and I'll be like, this is the best one for sure. But every time I watch this, I don't know, this one I think is more rewatchable, and I think I have seen this one more. But we're going to do the unboxing first, and I'm just going to show you all the cover right here. This, I don't know, guys. This came out from Arrow Video, I think, back in 2017. So this is an upgrade from the previous Arrow edition that came out in 2017 on Blu-ray in the UK, because this is also a UK edition. I know some of you guys are going to be like, how can all these labels release the same film on 4K? Aren't there 4K rights? There are 4K rights in different countries. So in the UK, Arrow Video has the rights to release Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and in the US, I guess currently Vinegar Syndrome has the rights. Now, Scream Factory did have the rights to distribute Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 back in 2016 when they released their Blu-ray version, but Vinegar Syndrome got a hold of those rights in 2022 when they released their 4K edition right here. But yeah, gorgeous artwork. Of all the ones released, I used to think it was Scream Factory, which I never owned that edition, by the way. But of all the artwork that's been released, like this certainly, like this is a plus for this edition over this edition. This is nice artwork. I don't hate this artwork, but this is so much better in my opinion. And this one just like captures the look and the feel and the aesthetic of the film just a little bit better. But I'll show you the front. I'll show you the back and show off all the special features and all the contents of the package. It is a 2-disc set. The 4K is region free, so you'll be able to play it on any of your players, but the Blu-ray with the special features is region B locked. So I actually had to play it in my region free player to get to watch the special features, which is, you know, kind of crappy. I hate to have to like switch players and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Whereas this one's got 2 Blu-rays in it and a 4K, and the 2 Blu-rays have all the special features. So at least this one, all the special features are on one disc, but if you're in the States, you can play the Blu-rays on any Blu-ray player. But yeah, showing the back right there, you got the spine. I don't feel like I can get that to focus. All right, let me take this out. You take it out. This is a slipcover over a box set, guys. Look at that. Same artwork underneath, which is still really awesome. It's still awesome. Underneath the slipcover, it's still awesome, guys. You got the back right there. You take it out of the box. This is a hard box edition right here, guys. Oh, and it smells so good. Hard box edition. All right, so we got the case, the 4K case right there. Look at that. I'll show the other stuff in a second, guys. Calm down, calm down. Show you all the same stuff on the back. Open this sucker up. You got the 2 discs. You got the 4K disc right here. And then you got the Blu-ray disc with Dennis Hopper on it. So very awesome. Yeah, Dennis Hopper is in this film. This one's it's just so much fun. It's just so much. Again, I love the original, but this one's just so such a good installment of the look. Can we all just agree the first 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films are the best? And then I may go the remake. After that. I don't know. I like Next Generation quite a bit. Look at this, guys. You got cards on the inside. This is the chili recipe from the chili cook-off. I think it's a recipe. Yes, it is a recipe. Then you got some other pictures right there. You know, some good stuff, guys. Look at this. Look at all the pictures. Look at all the pretty pictures. Black and white with blood splatters on them. That's it. That's a nice touch. You got more pictures right there of Leatherface. You know. Then you got the nice postcard, Texas Battlelands, which is a location in the film. You got blood splatter on the... If you want to send somebody a postcard, you can do that, guys. That's the benefit of getting the Arrow version. Vinegar Syndrome does not have a postcard, okay? It does not have a postcard. All right, so this does also have reversible cover arts. You flip it, and then you've got that classic TCM2 Breakfast Club inspired poster right there, which I do love. I definitely love that. Now, here you got a nice little booklet with a chainsaw on it and a map of Texas. This has 4, I think, essays in it just about the film, just from different writers, just writing about, you know, the making of the film and just their accounts of the film and just everything that went into making this movie from 4 different writer perspectives. And it's got all kinds of pictures and stuff in it as well. So cool little booklet edition right there. Now this is really awesome. We got to get into this. You got another poster right here on the inside. It's a double-sided poster. You know, you got the original poster right here. And you would think on the other side it would be the newly commissioned artwork from the Arrow edition. It is not. It is something different and really freaking awesome. It's a Footloose inspired TCM2 poster with Dennis Hopper with the chainsaw, which is freaking awesome. I love that. I don't know. I've never seen this before. I'll be honest. Maybe I have when I've looked up posters, but I've never seen it up close. So now I've got it in the collection. So that's pretty cool. That's one I would definitely hang up at some point. So yeah, that's all the contents of the actual box set itself. Getting into the transfer. So the Vinegar Syndrome one has HDR10. It does not have Dolby Vision, whereas this does have the Dolby Vision and the HDR10. To me, guys, I popped in this, watched it. I watched probably 30 minutes of this 4K, guys, and I kind of skimmed through it. Again, I was trying to make sure that it was working. So I watched about 30 minutes of it, watched about 15 minutes of the Vinegar Syndrome, just to kind of refresh myself on how it looked visually. What I can say is that they look very similar as far as like clarity. I think that they're very similar. You can definitely tell The colors pop just a little bit more with the Aero Video version, with the Dolby Vision. They definitely do pop just a little bit more, but overall, guys, it's pretty comparable picture quality wise. There's not a significant upgrade with this Aero Video edition. Now, because Aero Video is cool, and they'll actually put like the details of the restoration on the inside, you guys can look at that real quick. But they're basically saying here, guys, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is presented in its original 1:85:1 aspect ratio with original stereo audio. On the 4K Ultra HD release, the film is presented in 4K resolution in HDR10 and Dolby Vision. The 4K digital restoration was completed by Vinegar Syndrome, so they are, giving Vinegar Syndrome credit here, and was sourced from a new 4K scan of the 35mm original camera negative. But then they say the 4K HDR10 master was supplied by Park Circus, and the Dolby Vision grading was completed by Fidelity and Motion, which Aero Video uses Fidelity and Motion quite often. So there was different people that worked on the HDR and the Dolby Vision for this release. So it makes sense that it does look a little bit different and a little bit better on the Aero Video version than the Vinegar Syndrome version. But guys, like, I reviewed the Vinegar Syndrome version when it came out back in the day, and I was like super high on the 4K. It's a great 4K. At a certain point, you're like splitting hairs when you're talking about the quality of a 4K. But if you're really into like the audio visual stuff, and you got that nice like TV, especially if you got an OLED, guys, if you got an OLED, like, you might really want and appreciate this upgrade. But I mean, they're both great quality. They're both great quality. It's just that the Aero Video, I think, just pops a little bit more with that Dolby Vision. Now, getting into the special features, the Vinegar Syndrome edition was really cool. Here's a cool thing about the Vinegar Syndrome edition. It actually has a nice slipcover that has TCM2 embossed right there, and it's the Breakfast Club poster, and it's a really cool back as well. So I definitely like that it has a slipcover on the case on the inside. I think that's super cool. But comparing editions right here, guys, like, I was really just meticulously going through everything. I was scrolling through all those features on the Aero edition, on the Vinegar Syndrome edition, like really trying to get in there and like figure out what the differences were. Now, the big difference for this Aero Video release is that there are two brand new visual essays. So you do have Are We Not Both the Living Dead? And these are all on the Blu-ray, guys. So the 3 audio commentaries are on the 4K, which we can get into that real quick. There's an audio commentary on the Vinegar Syndrome that was new that this one does not have. So the Vinegar Syndrome has 4 audio commentaries, and this one only has 3 audio commentaries. So all those audio commentaries are on the 4K disc. But on the Blu-ray is all the bonus features. Are We Not Both the Living Dead? A new visual essay by Scout Tafoya. You've Got Good Taste, Cannibal Camp, and Perverse Parody. A new visual essay by Miranda Corcoran. Is that how you pronounce that? Here's the weird thing. This has like several of the Vinegar Syndrome interviews. It has the interview with Carolina Williams. It's got the interview with makeup effects artist Gabe Bartolos. It's got the interview with makeup effects artist Barton Meekson. It's also got Remember the Alamo interview with actor Kirk Sisko. And it's got Die Yuppie Scum interview with actor Barry Kenyon. Kenyon, sorry guys, again, terrible with pronunciation, but it actually drops a few of the special features. There is no interview with Tom Savini here, which was new to the Vinegar Syndrome release. There is no interview with the actor that plays Leatherface in this one, Bill Johnson. There's no interview with him, and there's no Beneath the Battleland, Remembering the Lair, which was another new feature for the Vinegar Syndrome release. So the Vinegar Syndrome release has an extra commentary, and there's 3 new features for the Vinegar Syndrome release that are not on the Aero Video edition, even though the Aero Video edition does have the new Vinegar Syndrome special features. Now, the Aero Video edition does have the Scream Factory features that the Vinegar Syndrome edition also has. It also has It Runs in the Family, the hour and 20-minute documentary that came out back in 2006. I don't know if that was on, that must have been on a DVD release back in the day. It's got the outtakes from It Runs in the Family. It's got the Toby Hooper and co-producer Cynthia Hardgrave, extended interviews from Electric Boogaloo, The Wild Untold Story of Canon Films. And again, it's got a lot of those past features from the Scream Factory release, including Horror's Hollow Grounds featurette exploring the film's location. So all the other features are the same. All the other archival stuff on here is the same on the Aero Video as it is on the Vinegar Syndrome. It's just that the Aero Video edition drops 3 of the Vinegar Syndrome features, but it does add those 2 new visual essays. So, I mean, it's a give and take, guys. It would have been nice if we got everything from the Vinegar Syndrome and then we added 2 new features. And maybe they cut it for room. I have no idea why they would cut 3 or maybe Vinegar Syndrome was just like, look, these are ours. We're keeping these and you're not taking these. I have no idea the reason why. But I just know that just scrolling through it, guys, it is minus 3 features from the Vinegar Syndrome release, minus a commentary as well, but it does have 2 new features with those 2 new visual essays. So, I mean, if you're like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 nut and you got to have everything, like even if you have this 4K edition right here, you can't sell it off and give it up because you're going to want to keep all those features in your collection. But yeah, guys, look, at the end of the day, like they're both great additions. Like they're both great additions. It's just a matter of like how big of a fan are you of this film? Are you a big enough fan to want to own both copies? But I will say, like, the box set edition of this is sold out currently. Now you can get a standard edition on Amazon for $32.61, but the box set sold out. A lot of people missed out on that back in the day because it sold out super quick. So if you missed out on it, like, this was a brand new opportunity to get a nice edition, box set edition of TCM2. So if anything, like, people were probably excited and happy about that. But that's my thoughts on it, guys. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from Arrow Video. I'm not, I don't regret it because the picture quality is extraordinary. Like, to be honest, I'll probably watch this. This will be my preferred viewing method for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 going forward on 4K, just because those colors do pop a little bit more. And for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, that's what you want because it's such a colorful and visually appealing film. But yeah, look, they're both great additions. This is still available, I think. I think it's still on Diabolic. I think it's still on the Arrow Video website. I don't think it's sold out yet. I'll link it down below if you're interested. But thank you all so much for watching my review of TCM2 on 4K from Arrow Video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, comment down below, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.